Hey guys, John here. Welcome back to another video of all the Tacomas I've showed you so far on the channel. Finally, I get to show you the TRD off-road version of the 4th gen Tacoma. And not only that, but this build right here is pretty much what will be coming to the channel soon. Let's get into it. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. So I'm at Destination Outdoor in North Carolina and Toyota brought this bad boy to be on display here. It's a 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road. This one does have the iForce Max, but we are in that beautiful Solar Octane color with the direct sunlight hitting it. What do you guys think? So the interior of this one is a bit premium, so we'll get to show you guys that. Walk around the exterior again of the Tacoma since we haven't seen one in person in a while here on the channel, and just get your guys' thoughts. But we are very, very close, guys, to having the Tacoma on the channel. And not only that, but my driving impressions soon are coming next month. So I'll be driving the Tacoma in November. So if you guys are wondering how this thing performs both on and off road, some MPG numbers, pricing as well, make sure that you guys subscribe for that so you don't want to miss out. Because the 4th gen Tacoma, guys, I just have such a good feeling about this truck when it hits the market. So let's start up front, move our way around, and then we'll go on into the interior. So the front of the Tacoma TRD off-road, very nice, very clean, very paint matched, two-piece kind of front bumper. So off-road enthusiasts, we're gonna be able to do some stuff lower valence wise if you guys want. We do have this chin spoiler down here that is easily removable with about 7 bolts. I'm gonna be doing some testing on this with my truck. You can see the little cutouts down here with it. We're gonna have some recovery hooks on the Tacoma. But aside from that, looking at this front end, very baby Tundra-esque, but its own. Like the grille itself really looks like the current generation Tacoma, and the whole concept of the 4th gen Tacoma was Tacoma-ness. So as we look at this truck, or if you guys see it in person in the next coming months, it really looks like just an evolution of Tacoma. So we have the grille up front, nice and darked out. This is kind of our TRD grille. Our Toyota logo right here is kind of like a brushed aluminum. The camera right underneath that. Paint match kind of valence right here to separate the grille to the lower bumper. We have our radar cruise control, all the parking sensors on this one, our LED fog lights. Take a closer look right here at those recovery hooks. And again, this big chin spoiler down here is easily removable. Taking a look at the lights, we're gonna have just single projector beams right here. So both for our low beam and high beams. Kind of a nice darker accented headlight housing, which is cool. These are non-functional right here. So unlike the Tundra and Sequoia, these are just for show. But we do have some kind of channels right here with these very large TRD off-road fenders on this one, and they're a nice kind of matte black material. Taking another look right here at the headlights, it's gonna say Tacoma in it. The Trail Hunter will say Trail Hunter. TRD Pro is gonna say TRD Pro. First time seeing our TRD off-road wheels. So let me know what you guys think about these in the comment section. Some people like them, some people don't. We have a black wheel, black lug nuts, TRD in the center cap with brushed aluminum around the side. These are an 18-inch wheel, and they're wrapped with Falcon Wild Peak tires. We got 265, 70 R18s. Taking a look behind the wheel, guys, we'll see the new TRD suspension for the 2024 model year. You see that right there? A little reservoir. So this Bilstein suspension developed specifically for this TRD off-road rivals the Fox suspension from the 3rd generation. So think of this new TRD off-road for this 4th generation as to the level that the TRD Pro was last year, probably even better with some of the off-road components and electronics that it has. Coming up from the wheel, this one is an iForce Max. The one that I will be getting, guys, it's not going to be an iForce Max right away because those trucks aren't coming out until like March, April timeframe. They said like early on in 2024. So if you're wanting a Tacoma that's hybrid, you're gonna have to wait a little bit. We have very similar Tacoma mirrors to the current generation. Just look at this Solar Octane sparkle, man, in the direct sunlight. Holy smokes. Camera right here for our full 360 camera. Blind spot monitoring, also indicator in the mirror. Blacked out badging on this TRD off-road. Blacked out door handles. Nice kind of like matte black style. Looking at the rear quarter panel, we have our TRD off-road. This is our new badge for the truck. Seems to kind of have some sparkles within the badge itself. Let's see if we can move and see any secrets. Don't see any hidden stuff in that one. And then a look at our exhaust right here. So that exhaust hangs kind of low. And if you look at the bumper, guys, the bumper is kind of like a high clearance kind of style, but then we do have our receiver hitch that hangs a little bit lower, but you guys can see how it's notched down and it's not integrated into the quarter panel like the Tundra is. Taking a look at the tailgate right here, and I'll show you guys some tricks with it. We have Tacoma embossed into the back of the tailgate. And then if you get a hybrid, it's gonna say the iForce Max right there on the left-hand side. And we have our 4-wheel drive badge right there. So the cool thing, trick tailgate, just like the Tundra. But unlike the Tundra, this one's automatic. So check it out, automatic tailgate. Keep in mind, guys, as we go through the outside and on into the inside, this is very pre-production truck, so some of the materials may not be up to the standard that the production truck will be. But here's a look at the tailgate. Some flat surfaces right here. If you guys missed that video that I did with my Tundra and Tacoma, we replaced the tailgates in those, but these ones have some nice flat surfaces. And this tailgate compared to my 3rd gen Tacoma is a bit longer because the bed itself on this Tacoma is just a bit deeper as well, more of like an actual full-size truck bed. But this one right here, you have some storage right there. There is a bunch of stuff with Toyota AAP program that you can put compressors right there. We do have the typical Tacoma storage right here. Nice 2400 watt inverter, which is really cool with the iForce Max ones on this, the hybrid ones of that. You get a 2400 watt inverter. So you saw that the tailgate was automatic when we go ahead to shut it. Over here on this side, you can open it up. So you have that cool little trick feature on both sides of the Tacoma. Or if your hands are full, because people are like, oh, why you need an automatic tailgate? Well, imagine my hands are full and I don't want to set the stuff down and I need to lift up the tailgate. So use my knee, just hit the tailgate and the tailgate will go up. You carry your goods inside, you're done. You carry your goods to the campsite, you're rocking. So now we're gonna go on into the interior of this one. And again, keep in mind, in case you skip past that in the video, some fit and finishes in here, guys, are still pre-production, okay? So you're not gonna have this shiny material in a production model, but it's just kind of hard to avoid it when I'm showing you guys the whole interior. But I love the doors of the Tacoma here. So this one says TRD because it's gonna be a TRD off-road, which is nice. So every Tacoma kind of has its own distinct interior. We have little molly panels right here under the door, down here on the door, cup holders, a little bit of storage, nice grab handle to shut the door. Like, these doors for pre-production are super solid. This one does have the JBL sound system. Taking a look at our switches right here, love the aux switches. So this truck has a tie-in point inside the hood. So if you're running ditch lights, roof rack, stuff up front, you're gonna have a little tie-in point right there in the hood to just run stuff here. So no more feeding crap through the firewall to do these aux panels. We have our 120 volt little jellyfish launcher, the tailgate thing, all that stuff right there. Checking out the seats, this is our first time really looking at some Softex seats for the TRD off-road. I like these seats, and the seating position for the Tacoma is really good as well. Again, pre-production shiny stuff, automatic seats. We can go down for the seating position, which is nice, fully adjustable, and also lumbar support. Climb on inside now, good bit of headroom. Guys, I'm 5'11", so just keep that in mind, not quite 6 foot. A lot of space in this truck. When I sit in this truck, I feel like I'm in my Tundra, but it's just a bit smaller. You have the same exact steering wheel. We're gonna go ahead and start up the Tacoma. So this is an iForce Max, starting up. Got the screen there, 12.3 inch screen. And then we also have our nice, massive 14 inch screen here. It does protrude a little bit higher than the dash, right? But it's still a nice screen. We have our JBL right back behind that. This one has a digital mirror, which is very cool. So mirror, boom, digital. Black headliner. This one does have a moonroof. Taking a look down at our center stack here. Dual climate control, guys. These knobs, physical knobs, nice and big. Center volume knob right here. Our start button was right there. It's gonna be red for a TRD one. And we'll take a look at the digital gauge cluster right here. And again, keep in mind, it's pre-production, so I'm not really sure if stuff is gonna change, but for our drive mode, ooh, it shows a Tacoma now. How sick is that? So when we were at the event, it only showed the Toyota Crown, I believe, when we were at the off-road event, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it, so the truck is in 4 high. I'm gonna do multi-terrain select. Let's check this out. Oh, that's so sick. Sand, mud, deep snow, very cool. So you can see the background kind of changes a little bit. I'm not sure if they're gonna adjust these graphics even more in the future, but that's cool how the truck just kind of comes in there. So we got that screen there. Taking a look, that dial that I was messing with is right here. This is our dial for pretty much everything. So if you wanna put the truck into 2 high, you could change that, 4 high, and then our tow haul mode, the multi-terrain select. So like if you're gonna do drive mode, you press the drive mode button, you turn this, and it changes all your drive modes, and same with like the multi-terrain select and your crawl control to like adjust your speed. This one has the trailer backup assist, our full 360 camera view that this truck has, you just press that button, our rear locker for the truck, and front sway bar disconnect. So with this truck, they did not add a front locker for the 4th generation Tacoma, which a lot of people wanted. But the front sway bar disconnect is kind of like a pseudo front locker, they were saying. Less components to fail and break is what Toyota said. So when you disconnect that front sway bar, the truck should hopefully give you a bit more articulation in the front to drop those front tires down, to give you traction while off-road. Not as good as a front locker, obviously, but it's still something to give you more traction while off-road. Look at the passenger side over here. I absolutely love that the Tacoma has a shelf. I'm a big fan of the passenger getting their own shelf over here. It's the same nice gray color that the door card is, and it says Tacoma right there. And then we also obviously have our glove box. The passenger as well has a nice grab handle right here, little bit of MOLLE panels on the side. And then in front of the gear selector here, if we go into drive, we have high charge output USB-Cs at 45 watts, and then also our wireless charger. 2 cup holders right here. We'll see how good Toyota engineered those. And then also a nice console. Typical Tacoma fashion is just like a little bit of a soft touch material. Seems super solid on this truck. Let's go ahead and check out the back seats. Before I step into the back seat, we got Jack's Automotive here. He's 6'5".
6'6", almost.
6 foot. We're rounding up.
6'5.5".
We're rounding up.
Yeah,
6'6". He's gonna get into the Toyota Tacoma.
Adjust the seats and the steering wheel. Plenty of space.
How's your headroom?
Great, actually.
With the moonroof too.
Yeah. Great headroom.
Nice. So I, real quick, am gonna sit in the back behind you. We'll see how that goes. Don't adjust it.
No cheating.
We'll see how it goes. So Jack, 6'6", very close. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get in the back behind him, but I'll slide in real quick. I mean, I'm behind you.
You are actually in the car.
Yeah, I mean, you can massage my kneecap for me, I guess. Right? But
therapy.
But I mean, I'm in it. The seats back here sit a little bit more upright, I believe, than the outgoing model, but I have some headroom right here. They notched this out for the head. And I mean, you at 6'6", for me to be in a mid-size truck with you, right, is actually pretty decent.
No, that's not bad at all.
But the biggest thing is you being a tall guy and your driving position being comfortable.
Oh, way more than the previous.
Way more than the previous. So checking out the rear, guys, we still also have TRD in this door. You could see it's kind of Tundra-esque right here with how it opens up. So the truck, it appears to not be that big of a cab, right, because of how small it is. But when you open the door, you'll see that all of this is integrated into the door itself. So still a good amount of space in the back, especially when compared to the outgoing gen, as you guys saw that. But the Softex seats continue in the back. We don't have extra cup holders right here. All that is just right here for the rear occupants, and then you have your USB-Cs right here. And since this one is the hybrid, we just have all the batteries right under here. So there's gonna be no storage under the seats. However, if we pull this back, you're gonna have the JBL sub right here. That's where Toyota likes to put it in their trucks. But you'll also have your spare tire kit and just a tiny bit of storage right there under the passenger back seat. And to round out the back, we do have a little sliding glass window. So popping the hood, guys, on the 4th gen Taco, we gotta do a prop rod still. So we gotta do a prop rod on this truck. You got 2 separate locations that you could do it, basically. So they did not do the struts, which I know is a big mod for the 3rd generation trucks, but hey, this is reliable. It's a prop rod. It will never fail you while off-road. But this is the new 2.4 liter turbocharged iForce Max. So we can see our electronic components over there for the hybrid system. It is an in parallel hybrid system. So in between the engine and the transmission is an electronic generator to give us more horsepower. 8-speed transmission with this one. So here's the horsepower and torque numbers. Let me know. So I know some people may be mad, oh, they got rid of the naturally aspirated V6, but at 465 foot-pounds of torque that comes on at a very low range, I'll take that any day over an NA motor, honestly. Now, it would be cool if there was a Tundra V6 in it. I get that. But for a mid-sized truck, that's gonna be very healthy, and I can't wait to see the powertrain numbers for the MPGs that this truck will hopefully deliver soon. So guys, that is it right now with the Tacoma TRD Off-Road here at Destination Outdoor. There's gonna be a ton of Tacoma content coming on the channel, but I'm super thankful that I got to get my hands on this one. And what do you guys think about the Solar Octane color? Should I pull the trigger on one exactly like this? Do you guys wanna see one like this on the channel or something different? Let me know down in the comment section. Guys, I appreciate your support as always, and I will catch you all in the next one. All right, see you later.